Good morning. Welcome to your Wednesday and welcome to CTV Morning Live. We are halfway through the last week in August. We're so glad you could start your day with us. Will is away today and Melissa is away for the rest of the week. Okay, so new this morning, we've got some strong reaction to City Hall actually mandating that its employees are heading back to the office 5 days a week. We've got the full details on that. But first off, why don't we take a look at your wake-up weather? So here's how it's looking. Mainly clear. Sun hasn't risen just yet. We are at 8 degrees, so a very cool 8 degrees, but quite humid out there as well. Got your full weather details coming up in the next few minutes. A significant shift for all City of Ottawa employees. The city is requiring all of its employees to work in the office 5 days a week starting in January. In a memo to Council Tuesday, City Manager Wendy Stevenson says the move to return to a 5-day office standard for all city employees will help strengthen the organizational culture and build confidence and trust in the city's ability to continue to provide responsive and reliable service to the public. Last October, the city said its hybrid employees were required to be in the office a minimum of 2 days per week. Some councillors are against the move.
It's really important to understand that for a lot of those city workers who are working from home, they're doing great work. At no point in the course of the last 2 or 3 years have I had any difficulty getting great work out of city staff. I don't think that this is a productivity discussion.
Laura Dudas, Lane Johnson, Glenn Gower, Ariel Troster, and Sean Menard have also spoken out against the move to bring city staff back to the office full-time. The city manager says any alternative work arrangements for employees will be made in consultation between managers and their employees based on role, operational needs, and available space. New today, a study on commute time show more workers in Ottawa-Gatineau are heading into the office and spending more time on the roads to get there. The number of employees working from the office increased in the spring, resulting in longer commute times across the National Capital Region. Statistics Canada says 76% of workers in Ottawa-Gatineau worked most of their hours outside of the home in May 2025, up 9.5% from May 2024. But the region still has the lowest number of people heading to the office for work in all major Canadian cities. Ottawa Council will consider a recommendation today to sanction one of their colleagues for violating Ottawa's Code of Conduct. The city's Integrity Commissioner is recommending Councillor Stephanie Plante pay may be suspended for 3 days for engaging in, quote, harassment, intimidation, and bullying members of the public on social media during the debate on sprung structures. Plante says she categorically rejects the findings, saying it is a curtailment of free speech and was legitimate political debate. Students and staff in schools will no longer be able to recycle plastic and glass in classrooms. This after the English school boards announced an end to blue bin recycling in classrooms. It's happening in schools at all 4 major boards. Instead, officials are encouraging parents and staff to have litterless lunches, pack food in reusable containers, or bring food home for proper disposal. Parents' reactions are mixed.
It's a delicate balance. You got to be more prepared, but at the same time, it is a bit of an inconvenience.
Everything go into the big dumpsters means that everything goes into landfills, so it doesn't allow for recycling to actually take place.
Neither board would confirm who the vendor was, but says it's the only vendor that offers the service in the area. Paper will continue to be recycled and picked up in schools and classrooms, and the Catholic board says it will work with families this fall to help reduce waste. It was back to school for tens of thousands of students and teachers in Ottawa's French boards Tuesday.
I feel a little nervous, but really excited.
These students are attending École élémentaire publique des Visionnaires in the Barrhaven-Manotick area. It's a brand new school that can accommodate nearly 500 students from kindergarten to grade 6. Along with some first day jitters, there was also a lot of excitement for both students and parents.
I'm looking forward to get better grades. To have fun and learn.
Yeah, we're very excited. We're happy to have a school nearby in the neighborhoods. Kids don't have to take the bus anymore.
It's exciting. It's a new school, brand new everything. I'm excited for her to make new friends, meet new teachers. It's just an exciting time.
This is the 45th school in the French board's portfolio. In traffic news, one person has died after a single vehicle rollover crash east of Rockland. It happened early Tuesday morning on County Road 17 between Landry Road and Roland Road. OPP say the car was traveling westbound when it crossed into the eastbound lane, struck a guardrail, and entered a ditch where it rolled over multiple times. The 33-year-old man died at the scene. 2 people were seriously injured in a crash in the city's south end. Emergency crews were called to First Line Road on Tuesday near Phelan Road East. A pickup truck and car collided. The pickup truck left the roadway and struck a tree, and the car ended up in the ditch. According to Ottawa paramedics, the driver of the truck had a medical incident before the crash. One person is dead after a head-on crash on Highway 50 near Gatineau. Police say an SUV traveling eastbound veered into the westbound lane, colliding with an oncoming truck. The driver of the SUV, a man in his 40s, was pronounced dead in hospital. A home in Osgood is severely damaged after a fire early Tuesday. Several people called 911 around 5:15 a.m. reporting smoke and flames coming from a house on Eloise Crescent. When crews arrived on scene, the front of the home was engulfed in flames. There were no hydrants in the area, so firefighters had to set up a water shuttle system using tanker trucks. The living room floor collapsed, creating additional hazards. No one was injured. This story breaking this morning, the Ontario Provincial Police is on scene of a collision on Highway 17 between Petawawa and Chalk River that has the highway shut down in both directions. Shortly after 5 a.m., OPP were called to a collision that currently has the highway shut down. OPP asked drivers to please avoid the area. We will have more information once it is available. Skies over the National Capital Region will be full of color tonight during the start of the Gatineau Hot Air Balloon Festival. Look at that, isn't that beautiful? This year's lineup includes Flo Rida, Alicia Cara, and Talk. The festival takes place until Sunday at La Bay Park. The hot air balloons will take off every day around 6:30 p.m. Boy, that is a beautiful sight indeed. All right, we got to talk about your forecast, and it's going to look not too bad today. We had a little rain late in the day yesterday, and well, looks like it's going to change for today, but some rain will be back in the forecast for us throughout the end of the week. So here it is, your weather story. Cool this morning. We're only in the single digits. Sun cloud mix into the afternoon, and then some wet weather headed our way as soon as tomorrow. So let's get into it and talk about how things are going to shape up for us. So right now we are sitting at 11 degrees for you into the valley, only 6 in Bancroft, and so a cooler start to the day. We're at 9 degrees into Ottawa and Cornwall. Along the seaway there, looking at 11 degrees right now. Kingston, 12. to start off the day. And we're at 7 in Maniwaki and 11 degrees, actually 10 degrees in Montreal to start the day off. So here's how it's looking for Ottawa. 15 around 10 o'clock this morning. You can see there sun cloud mix into the afternoon, and 22 is our forecast high for today, which is bang on for this time of year. And tonight we'll go down to 13 degrees. We are expecting partly cloudy sky. Why don't we take a closer look now at the region, and you'll see looking pretty nice and sunny into Trenton and into Pembroke, sunny conditions. Now into Bancroft and Pembroke, into the overnight hours, you got a slight chance of showers, but for the day, looking very nice. And then into Kitigan, Zibi, and Maniwaki, 22 your high, sun cloud mix, a little bit more cloud than sun into the later part of the day. Kingston, 22, sun cloud mix, as well as Ottawa and Cornwall, and down to 11 degrees in Cornwall. Gatineau getting up to 22 today, so really pleasant day, sun cloud mix, mainly sunny in Mont-Tremblant and Montreal. 19 for Mont-Tremblant, getting up to a high of 22 in Montreal. Okay, so the next 3 days for Ottawa, we'll get up to a high of 22 degrees today, and then we got a system that's going to push into the region. So we can expect some showers starting up into the afternoon on Thursday, and then continuing into the evening and overnight hours, down to a low of 10 degrees. And then there's a chance we could get a few showers in the morning on Friday, 21 your high, and down to a low of 10 degrees. So for today, looking not too bad, sun cloud mix, and expect a high of 22 degrees today.